This is the Kawasaki Ninja 1000 SX. It's one of Britain's best-selling motorcycles, but it's also one of the most understated too. So we've decided to take it out on the road and find out what it's all about. When you look at the spec sheet on the Ninja, there are two numbers that stand out. One is the price. Starts about 11 grand. You want panniers on it, it's about 12 grand. The second is the horsepower. Over 140 brake horsepower from the 1043cc four-cylinder engine. That is a lot of horsepower for not a lot of money these days. There's a good amount of spec on this bike. You've got 3 riding modes, quick shifter, traction control, ABS of course, and overall this 4th generation model is a massive step up from previous generations. It's got an old school, old-fashioned key for example. When you turn it on, you've got a really nice clear TFT dash. It's not the biggest, it's not the fanciest out there, but it's really clear, everything's there to see, nice big gear indicator. You've got 3 riding modes, you've even got heated grips, cruise control, all the things that you want in a bike that is designed to do big miles day in, day out. And because the technology is shared with a lot of the sportier models in Kawasaki's range, there's a lot of stuff on there, even like a lean angle indicator. Stuff you don't really need, but it's kind of nice to have, it's kind of cool little gadget. I've actually really enjoyed riding the Kawasaki. It's been quite a rarity actually, and these days manufacturers tend to be moving more towards twins and triples, so it's been quite nice to get on board an old school 4-cylinder bike. The engine itself really wants to rev, lovely light, the gearbox, the clutch are all really light action. It's a pleasure to ride it. Sports tours are often compromised by the fact that they are, by definition they have to carry a passenger and they have to carry luggage, and that can make them a bit long and heavy sometimes. And yeah, it's no sports bike, it's no super sports bike, but it's nice and stable, it handles well enough. They've given it some really good Bridgestone S22 tyres, which are really sticky. The engine is a peach, and the chassis actually is a big evolution on previous models. I remember riding the 2nd generation model a couple of years ago, and I really didn't like it. It felt really heavy, it felt really cumbersome, and this is definitely a big improvement. Other nice things, hand adjuster for the rear suspension, so if you are carrying a passenger, it's dead easy to adjust the preload to compensate for having full panniers or a passenger on the back. And the paint, I really love the paint on it. This is the 2nd Kawasaki I've ridden this year, and it's the 2nd one where the paint has just stood out in the sunshine and really pings out. I like the look and I like the colour. There are a couple of negatives. For me, the biggest negative is actually the name. They've called it the Ninja for this iteration. Previously, this model was called the Z1000 SX because it shared its underpinnings with the Z1000 Super Naked. But now, it seems like every model with a fairing in the Kawasaki range is called a Ninja, and everything without a fairing is called the Z. And for me, it kind of just tarnishes a little bit that cool Ninja name. To me, the Ninja has always been the flagship Kawasaki model, like the ZX-10R, the ZX-6, and way back in the day, the 900R. So personally, I'd rather they hadn't called it a Ninja, but that's been really picky, isn't it? It's kind of funny, this is Kawasaki's best-selling model in the UK. It's the best-selling sports tourer, and it's actually the best-selling 4-cylinder motorcycle in the UK. It staggered me when I found that out. And it does show that the market has changed, but it also shows that there's a marketplace for a good, old-fashioned inline 4 that kind of does a bit of everything with a nice bit of tech involved in it. You look at the competitors and there's not that much out there. Yamaha's Tracer 9 is about the same price and kind of does the same purpose, but it's 20 horsepower down and is a little bit kind of different in the way that it approaches it. Other than that, you're going to be looking at things like adventure bikes, and spend 2 or 3 grand more on something like a BMW S1000 XR. Pound for pound, nothing offers as much value as this. It really does offer a lot of horsepower for not a great deal of money. It really is no surprise that these are selling so well. And if you do want to read more, go to our website, carolenash.com, and you'll find a full review to go alongside this video. Till next time, subscribe and thanks for watching.